I want to say something. So you know how when Charlie Kirk's body, this is for entertainment purposes, when Charlie Kirk passed away, right? And he was in that casket, okay? You guys, I want to tell you guys something. I have a picture of my father, right? He died 2021, and I have a picture of him in his casket, okay? In his casket. I'm going to show you a picture of my dad's hands, okay? Charlie Kirk passed away, and the next day, they have him in a morgue. And they embalmed him or whatever. But I'm going to show y'all some truth here, okay? So I have a picture of my father. He died, my dad died 2021 during COVID. He died of pancreatic cancer, and I have a picture of him in his casket. Now, I'm not going to show the picture of his full body in the casket out of respect for my dad, okay? But I am going to show you his hands. And he was in that funeral home for 7 days, okay? 7 days. 7 days. And they said, hey, New Beginnings, they said during COVID, they said that they can't, and he was cremated. He wasn't buried. I mean, he has a plaque and all that with his picture on it and everything. But he's cremated. Okay, he's cremated. So I'm gonna share the picture. I'm not showing my dad's face or anything because that's not necessary. But I will show you the picture of my father's hands for sure. Okay, and I want you to look at my dad's hands. Um, hey, from South Africa. I want you guys to look at my father's hands. My dad was in that morgue for 7 days. 7 days. Okay? And I even asked them people why they holding my dad's body for 7 goddamn days. Okay? And the only reason that we had the viewing of his body because he wanted us to remember him how he was, okay? Um, because of my sister. Other than that, he wouldn't had no viewing, okay? Because we want to remember him how he was, okay? Um, and so I'm gonna show a picture of my father's hands. I gotta look for the picture. I have it in my phone. In the casket. I'm not showing you his face because y'all don't need to see all that. And Charlie Kirk's hands look like a a mannequin, okay? And it's so crazy that the first video I did, it told me right there the truth. It told me that he faked his goddamn death, okay? For entertainment purposes, he faked his death. He's still alive, my friends. He's still alive, okay? So this show, this stage, this performance, it's all a show, okay? It's all a show, my friends. So he is very much alive. I believe he's in Switzerland. And then Candace said, I just watched her come down my feed. I had to step out and go to the store real quick. She said that this somebody called the CIA and FBI on her. Okay, um, and she's asking for donations. She's a millionaire, and she's also, well, her husband's a billionaire. She's probably a billionaire, and she's asking for donations for women that are having abortions. Okay, my thing is, why don't you donate all your money and ask your husband to donate his money to help these women that are having abortions? Okay, now is she right about people over there dying and starving and this war is about money and all that? Yes, but why now, Candace? Because your friend was it was staged. And my thing is, she would have never came out and said to any of us the things she's saying now. Okay, boldly and proud. She said, I'm a Freemason. Okay, I have nothing against Freemasons. I got Freemason friends. Okay. But she waited till this show was performed to say her allegiance, and the people she was dealing with in the Jewish people, okay, she was dealing with them with business, okay, all right. But your friend that was staged, okay, because I'm gonna show you a picture of my dad's hand. He was in the morgue for 7 days, okay. And remember I told you I wrapped him, I put oil and stuff on him, okay. My dad is really light skinned. My mother is really dark. Okay. My dad is really light and my dad is very dark. Okay. So you're going to see his hands. They don't look like Charlie's hands. Okay. And my dad was in that morgue for 7 days. And I have proof that he was in that morgue for 7 days. Okay. But I'm not going to show all that because I don't have to show that. But I'm going to show you his hands because to prove to you guys that those hands she was holding, I don't know, that's a damn mannequin, okay? I believe that man is in Switzerland. I believe she knows, he knows, and I believe it's all psyops. I feel the energy that he is, and I think this was a psyops, and also that bullet size that hit him, that would have been a lot of more blood all over the place, and it wasn't. Thank you. Thank you. You got government officials, snipers, military people. They can't even figure this out. Okay, they're trying to figure this out. They can't figure it out. I'm talking about Green Berets, snipers for the United States government. Okay, I'm talking about they know their job. They know what they do. Okay, they have to survive out there when there's a real war going on. Okay, so they can't even figure it out. They're coming up with all kinds of scenarios. The reason why you guys can't figure it out if you're watching my channel is because it's all stage. It's a performance. Okay? Let's bow down to the performance. It's crazy. Okay? Or give them a applause for the performance. So just think about it. Candace Owens would have never came out and talked about the Zionists and all this stuff unless only she came out because her friend got allegedly, okay, then she wants to come out, and then she feels threatened because they're the same people she was dealing with. Okay, now she wants us to be like, oh, we're gonna pick a side. Okay, and then when her grandfather came through, he didn't mention nothing about Charlie. Okay, he mentioned about her. Okay, he didn't mention nothing about Charlie, her grandfather. Okay, so this is all stage. And Erica, I believe she had to be. If you look at her, she looked like she's been on some medication just to fake it. She needs to be on a soap opera. She should have been an actress. Okay, she should have been an actress, and trust and believe me, she probably would have won an Oscar for an actress. Okay, I believe he's still alive. I believe he's in Switzerland. Okay, that's where I believe he's at. Okay, I believe it's all psyops. I believe a lot of stuff out here is psyops, and we gotta really, and it's not about religion. Okay, it's not about religion. They want to make it out to be it's about religion. They want to put fear in our hearts. They want to put chaos and confusion. It's none of that. Okay, it's none of that. Okay, it's not about religion. It's about the truth. Okay, and all this is all stage. Okay, all stage. Okay, all of it is stage. Okay, I don't care what background you come from. Okay, it's a psyop. It's stage. Okay, and Candace knows. I pulled the card. Candace knows, and I'm gonna stop using cards because I don't have to use cards. Okay, I choose to use cards. Okay, she knows, and now she's scared for her life. Okay. And I really believe the reason she's doing all this, now I'm seeing what it really is. So she's talking about every knee shall bow. Yes, every knee shall bow, and all these people need to be charged with crimes against humanity. Okay, because this is what it is. It's energy harvesting of our energies. Okay, and I said I'm not gonna do no more videos on this. This is my last goddamn video, okay? Because I'm not giving them my attention. Because where attention goes, energy flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. Okay, but I'm gonna find that picture of my dad, and it's gonna be hard for me to even bring that picture up. But I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna dig and dig and look for it. It's on my phone. Okay, and I'm gonna show you his hands. Okay, I'm gonna show you what his hands look like 7 days in a funeral home in the state of Pennsylvania during 2021. Okay, and another thing is, did they have an open casket? I don't think they had an open casket, and those hands did not look like somebody that just passed away. And the color, they colored his hands. I know they put coloring on people that pass away in the morgue. I'm not a mortician or nothing like that, but they made his skin even browner. I mean, it was bizarre. Okay, bizarre. And they want us to believe this stuff. It's all psyops. Don't believe none of them. Don't believe them people over there killing them people in Palestine. Don't believe them Zionists, those Luciferians, these Satanists, because don't go there. Okay. Because war is all about money, baby. Okay, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, I'm telling you, war is about money and what you can get from and steal from another country. That's basically what it is. They go in there and steal people's natural resources, and they traffic children. They do things to women. The UN, okay, the UN, the Red Cross, FEMA, and I'm gonna do a reading. I'm not sleeping on that guy that just. He should be charged. He should be charged. The guy, they call him the czar, the border patrol czar. He took money, you guys. He took money. If that was me or you, we would be in jail right now. We would be in federal prison. Okay. Remember when he got shot, there was a man in the crowd that said, I did it, and I felt that was a distraction. Then to move Charlie either somewhere they could have a trap door. That's what I'm telling y'all. Okay, thank you. Sanibel, I think you're from Africa. Are you the one from Africa? Okay, Sanibel. I don't know where you're from, but you're on it. So remember when I said I felt like Charlie went through I seen him go through a portal, okay? Through a portal, okay? I believe he went through something, okay? And I believe whatever that thing that flew and hit his neck was some kind of dart or something, okay? Because nobody can explain it, okay? There was no exit wounds from his back, and he only had exit wounds to the front. And his shirt even lifted up. Think about it. An arrow, a dart, okay? The wind, I don't know what the wind, I didn't see no wind that day, okay? Right now is wind. My hair is moving, right? So if there's wind, obviously you're going to be seeing things moving in videos, right? My hair is moving because the wind is naturally moving my hair, right? But you're seeing when it hit him, it lifted his shirt up, okay? An arrow can do that, okay? So people that are experts in arrows, hey, come on my channel, okay? Somebody says, no, I'm from Atlanta. I just love listening to the energy that you share. Thank you. So I just want to share that I believe the man's alive. I believe he's in Switzerland, okay? And Erica knows that, and you can tell Erica from day one, they need to do a drug test on her, because I believe she's on something, okay? That girl is on something, okay? Then I listened to the speech thing, and it's like, I'm telling you guys, we are going to be deceived, and these times we're really going to be deceived, okay? They're going to try to deceive us, and they're not going to, no, I'm not going to be slaughtered for nobody, okay? I'm sorry. I don't walk with the crowd. I walk through the crowd, okay? I'm not following the crowd. I'm not listening to none of this. I mean, they even had me fooled, okay? They had me fooled. But I picked it up on my first reading. But what happened was I second guessed myself. And that won't ever happen again, because whatever I get, I'm going to say it the first time. The first reading, go back to my first reading on Charlie Kirk. I said, Charlie Kirk. I said Charlie Kirk is going to fake his death and he's alive. Go back to my first reading. And that's what I first got. okay? And then it led me to some soldiers, okay? Some like Captain America type soldiers, okay? And I don't know nothing about no Captain America type soldiers, half human, half whatever they are, okay? But I'm gonna do a reading on that czar. But let me find a picture, the border czar for taking all that money. I believe what we're gonna see, you guys. Pay attention, because I'm gonna talk for a couple days and say some things that I'm seeing out here, and then I'm gonna be quiet, because watch the people that step down. Watch the people that step down. Watch the people you don't see. Okay. Now, all this time, Candace Owens had a platform. Okay, I have none against Candace Owens. Okay, she had a platform for the longest. She never talked about Zionists, Luciferians. She never even told us her allegiance to the Masonic order. She didn't tell us none of this. And then all of a sudden, the guy she was in love with. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. Okay, that her crush, you know what I mean? So it's all stage, okay? It's all a show, okay? And then today she's talking about the feds and the FBI. Somebody called the feds and FBI on her. Who do you think called the feds and FBI? Okay, you guys, this is all the damn game, okay? All the game. And y'all need to really pay attention and trust your instincts. Don't second guess your instincts. Your instincts will keep you alive out there, okay? Thank you for coming on. I'm gonna find a picture of my dad. My dad was in the funeral home for 7 days. 7 days. And my dad is really light skinned. So I'm gonna show you a picture of my dad when he was alive. He's still alive, but he's not in this dimension. A picture of him when he was alive, and I'm not gonna show you a picture of his full face because, oh my God. But I wish I could show it, but I'm not, just to prove a point to you guys. The only thing you see with my dad because he had pancreatic cancer, his face is sunk in. Okay, it's like his whole face is like just sunk in because he had pancreatic cancer. But his hands are still white. Okay, still light like he is. They say in Spanish, blanco. Okay, he didn't turn another color. Okay, he didn't turn another color. Okay, now I don't know if I have a mortician on my page, please come and speak. But let me find that picture of my dad's, his hands. Somebody says Charlie Kirk is not human, he's a clone. Shoot, you guys, I was picking up, I'm going to end this because I need to eat because I haven't ate. I was picking up like super soldiers, okay? Like military super soldiers, okay? I can't even believe I'm saying this. They have military super soldiers, okay? Yes, military super soldiers. Kevin Hart, yes, they have clones out here, okay? Clonade is getting better and better, okay? Cloning, they probably laugh at my videos, but yeah, they cloning people, okay? And some people want to be cloned. They're living double lives. They're watching us and they're laughing at our asses and they're somewhere else, okay? Just saying. Some people want to be cloned. They clone their animals. They clone, and they say they don't clone cats. They clone cats, okay? They clone, everything out here is being cloned. Okay, you might be a goddamn clone. I might be a clone. No. This is real. I got fake lashes on, but everything else is real. The hair is real. The only thing on fake is on me, baby, is these lashes, okay? So, I'm so glad that they showed me what I need to see. And then it's crazy because when I was doing the video, somebody from my past life came in to, like, you know, take me out of that energy, okay? Y'all didn't hear about Kendrick Lamar said in the music. Yeah, he's probably a clone too. They're all probably clone. And one time I said Clonade, I said they need to do a better job. Okay. So they're getting better and better. But we have super soldiers out here, you guys. Half human and half I don't know what. Okay. Definitely super soldier energy. Okay. So I don't know what Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a clone. But I'm telling you, what I seen was he went, you guys watch my videos, okay? I seen him go, like, it was like a portal, okay? I said in my video, and remember I said I seen a clock, okay? Because they were using the time with the illusion and delusion. That's what they were doing. Shoot, it could have been a holograph. All we know, okay? These holographs, they can make you appear abracadabra right now in front of your family, in front of your husband, in front of your kids, and you're thinking it's your kids, your family, and your husband. That's why you need to have code words. Know something about that, your family, that is only your family knows and nobody else knows. Okay? So when you see that hologram or whatever, that holographic or hologram in front of you, you say, well, tell me the code word. If that's you, I want to know the code word. And then if they don't say it, then you already know. Okay? And then you know what actions to take. And say, go ahead, zap them if you want to zap them. All right, you guys, it's Jennifer Felix. I got to eat, okay? But I need to come back on. If it's not today, it will be tomorrow, because I want to pull the energy on that border czar, okay? These people, man, I'm telling you, it's all about money. It's all about money, okay? So have a code word with your family. You can even use sign language. The natives use sign language, okay? And I was going to do a video in sign language, okay? I might do that anyways. But yeah, have a code word or something nobody would know, because these phones are watching us, the damn TVs are watching us. Shit, write that shit down, okay? Do like the natives. What is it? The natives, the Navajos, they were code talkers. Do what they do. Yeah, Tom Holman is the border czar. Yes, we're gonna do a reading on the border czar. He took money, and he needs to be charged for federal crimes, because if that was me, Tom Holman, if I was Tom Holman or you were Tom Holman, we would be in some jail sitting somewhere. So it's like they can get away with all kinds of crimes in humanity, crimes on us, right? They think we're the peasants, we're the slaves, right? And we don't have minds, we don't have consciousness, we don't know the truth, what's going on, okay? Yeah, Tom Hallman. Yes, his ass needs to be going. Why hasn't he been arrested? Watch what's going to happen. So Candace Owen says every knee shall bow, right? Check this out. Watch how many people are going to resign from their position. Watch what I tell you. Watch how many people are going to resign from their position. And I believe we have a shadow government. I'm going to say it. We have a shadow government. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. Because that video I did on Trump, he must have a body double out here or something, okay? Because I believe that man is not even, when we see him, they have body doubles, people that look like him, okay? He came on TV one day, he had gray hair. Then he came on TV one day and had orange hair. How the hell are you going to have orange hair one day and a leap ahead of gray hair? Make that make sense. I believe there's two of him, okay? I believe there's two Donald Trumps. Shoot, there might even be three of them. They've been taking our blood at the hospitals. They better not clone me. Yes, they take your blood. They take your teeth. Now I know why Epstein had a dentist chairs. I know why now. Remember when they raided Epstein's home and he had dental chairs in his home? And I said, why would this man have dental chairs in his home? Epstein's alive. Epstein's on Epstein Island watching us, laughing at us, drinking his little drinks, laughing at our asses. You know how many Epsteins are out here? He did not get killed in that prison. That man is still alive. Okay? I channeled his energy. He's still alive. He's still out there. They better be taking our blood at the hospital. Okay, the reason why they do that is because they want to know your DNA. They want to know all that. Okay, your DNA is a holy grail out here. Candace Owens looks like Michael Jackson when he was black. Yeah, you know, it's so sad because I'm like, she's doing, okay, so she's doing all this now. So she really never cared about, she didn't care about the people. Because why now? Because her friend was the psyops. Okay, why didn't she talk about this stuff before? Okay, because she has to bow down. Her knees have to bow down to the same masters that he was bowing down to. Okay, that's why she's coming out now and she's saying all this stuff now, because she wants to cover her ass and cover her damn tracks. Okay, and everything I said about Candace in my videos are all true. Okay, are they coming after her? Yes, but she knows what's going on. Okay, so they're doing this too to get out of their contracts. Okay, these people sign contracts. They're not like you and me out here. Okay, they have, and then she's going to ask people to donate money. I'm not donating shit to these motherfuckers. If they want to donate to my channel. She's asking people to donate to her channel. Why would I donate to these people's channels and they are millionaires and her husband has more money than she has. Her husband's father is a lord of the High Council of the Reptilians. So why would I donate to her? Okay, I'm not donating to none of her causes. I'm not donating to Red Cross. I'm not donating to the UN. I'm not donating to FEMA. I'm not donating to none of these people. And are these people corrupt? Hell yeah, they're corrupt. The FED are corrupt and the CI is corrupt. Okay, they're corrupt. You have corrupt people everywhere. Okay, you got corrupt people in your neighborhood. You got corrupt people as judges. You got corrupt politicians. You know what? That tower, the whole system has to come down and be rebuilt back up. Literally. Okay, and then we have these people harvesting our goddamn energies out here. Okay, harvesting our energies. Okay, harvesting. Okay. Yes, and they have the same baby pictures. So also, I wanted to do a read on Selena Gomez. Okay, Selena Gomez, I'm doing a reading on you. Okay, I'm coming. So I was looking at pictures of Selena Gomez, right? You guys, I'm telling you, these pictures look so fake. So you look at these pictures, and if you're a Selena Gomez fan, you can come for me if you want to, okay? Because the truth is the truth, okay? So they're photo opping these pictures, and they're putting her in the picture like that's her real family. Like, come on. Like, I'm boo-boo the goddamn fool out here, okay? They're doing all them. They do it with all the celebrities. They put them in the photo like they're actually with the person in the photo. And you can tell the photo has been edited, okay? The photos I share with you guys of the spirits, the souls that I come in contact with, and the reptilians and all these other things, they're real. Okay, that's no fake. I'm not faking nothing. I'm taking that on a real phone, and they're real photos. Okay, but you got to be careful with that too, because they also are showing you images of false aliens, because they are breeding false aliens. That's why I need to do a reading. Okay, because right now in Puerto Rico, in Panama, all this stuff that's going on, okay, they're gonna say there's yes, we are aliens, okay, we're humans are aliens, but I'm just saying there is other species out here. We're not the only species out here, okay, but they are making species too, okay? So you need to know what are real species and what are not fake species, okay? And if you see one, you're gonna freak out anyways, okay? Because you're gonna be like, what the hell am I looking at? Okay, just like the reptilian. When I see the reptilian, okay, you can't fear them though, okay? But some people with the naked eye, they're gonna fear them, okay? I want to do a video on this because there's some trickster energy here, okay? So they're gonna make things appear one way and they're not, and then things will appear a way because they are that way, okay? So we really have to trust our intuition, okay? Her clone is dying. They have another one coming. Yeah, Clonaid. I know Clonaid probably watches my channel. But let me get off here, you guys. I gotta eat. Yeah, they're getting better and better with the clones, okay? Another reader mentioned Selena Gomez and Celeste Rivera's case. Yes, a lot of these cases are real, and some of these cases are not. They're crisis actors. There's so many times I read and I was reading and I was like, damn, I'm seeing a damn pattern here, right? And I was like, is it because I'm using the cards? Because normally when I use the bones and the shells, there's not a pattern, right? And I go real deep when I use the shells, the seashells, the bones. But then when I use the cards, which bring you to the Torah and Kabbalah, which I've never studied, okay, and the high priestess is holding the goddamn Torah, okay. It's a pattern I started noticing when I use the cards, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta get off using these cards, because it's the pattern of manipulation when you get into tarot. So you got to be careful when you use the tarot cards, because there's a pattern, okay? And then when you're using them, you can get stuck in this pattern. It's like a loop, okay? Because I kept seeing a pattern. I'm saying, damn, why am I keep seeing a pattern? Because when I've never used tarot cards, okay? I just started using tarot cards not too long ago, probably like a year or two ago. And I don't have to use tarot cards. I choose to, okay? But I need to stop, because I noticed the pattern. And then when I started using the cards, it took me to the Torah and the Kabbalah. I've never studied the damn Torah and Kabbalah, okay? Another reader mentioned Selena Gomez. Yeah, I seen some pictures of Selena. I said, let me go check out Selena's pictures of her mom and dad. And if you look at the photos, it looked like she was added to the photos. So who the hell is really Selena Gomez? And this is for entertainment purposes. Who the hell is she? Okay. Who the hell is she? Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll probably do that video tomorrow, because I need to eat and I need to relax and rest. So I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for the support and love on my channel. I believe Charlie Kirk is still alive. I think they tricked us all. It's a psyops. A lot of shit out here. I'm gonna say shit, because it's shit. If it smells like shit, it is shit. Okay. So yeah, it's psyops going on out here for real. Okay, you guys, and a lot of clones. So you got to know if you're dealing with the clone or the real one. Okay, and half the time the real ones, shoot, they're watching, laughing, drinking, vacationing, having fun. But what you're going to see is a lot of people going to, I believe we have a shadow government, okay? I don't even believe them people show up when they show up. Even when I watch the news, I'm like, them people are not even there. It's a hologram or something, okay? Like abracadabra, let's put the hologram on. Let these dumb folks watch us and believe this dumb shit and fall for this honky donkey shit, which is not real. But let us just feed this shit to them and cipher their energy, by the way. Cipher their energy, call them crazy, call them conspiracy theorists, and cipher their energy. Suck the air out of us. You're not sucking the air out of me, baby. You're not sucking the air out of me. You got the wrong one. Yeah, we ain't having that. If you have the energy, if you do, don't mind. My family lives in Northeast Coast, Florida. Is that a good place for me to live? I told my mother to get out of Florida. I told her, if you're in California, Florida, or in these cities where they're sending these National Guards, get the fuck out. Okay? Get out. The reason why I said this is because they're doing weather modification, okay? They're going to flood California. They're going to flood fucking Florida. And then they're going to say, oh, it was natural, okay? No, baby, it's not natural, okay? They have flooded cities back in the past, okay? I mean, you can go live there if you want to. If you live there, I would live inland, not by no water. Okay, but I believe they're going to flood that, and they're going to flood it out, okay? Literally flood it out, okay? My mother's in Florida, okay? And I'm trying to get her out of Florida. My brother's in Florida, okay? My child's in Florida. My youngest is in Florida, okay? But I see this in the future, like way in the future, okay? Because what they're going to do is they're going to have something where they're trying to make cities where they have the northeast, the western, in the South where there's a train that can take you from Canada, probably, or Maine, New York, all the way to the South. Okay, so what they're doing is they're clearing the way, okay, for these trains to go, like the smart city trains. Okay, like you see movies in the future where the trains are going. That's what they want to do. But I don't see it now, but I see eventually that they're going to, yes, that's what they're going to do. Okay. But they want these smart cities. But right now, Florida, if you move to Florida, I would move inland to Florida. I wouldn't move by the water. And she says, if you haven't... Florida is a very nice place. It's very beautiful to live. Northeast coast of Florida. So you're talking about, are you talking about the Panhandle? Because if you're talking about the Panhandle, like we call it the Panhandle, like Jacksonville, I would not move to Jacksonville. You don't move to Jacksonville, and you don't move to Dade City, unless you, that's Miami, unless you got money. And I wouldn't live by no water. Okay, Jacksonville is horrible. Okay, even Miami is like, I mean, if you got money to live a nice life, but most people that are living in Florida are working 2 jobs, and all these tech companies are moving to Florida. So Florida will be the next California. Okay, I said it 2 years ago, and it's happening right now. Okay, Florida will be the next California. Okay, the only difference is the governor. Well, we got one governor that in California that needs to be in a asylum, and then we got one governor that's an alcoholic, an alkie. Okay, I think I'd rather deal with the alkie than the one that needs to be in a psych hospital, or just probably came out of goddamn psych hospital. Okay, Newsom. Okay, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Tatiana, I had to look at that energy because there's a lot of things going on, so I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is going on. No, I'm talking about Jacksonville all the way down to possibly New. Yes, that area is nice, but I wouldn't live by no water. Winter Haven is very nice. Winter Haven is gorgeous. Out of Orlando, that's what Spirit gave me. If I just, yes, you should go. You would have a good life there. You would have a good life. It's very tropical. There's no snow. You would have a good life, but in the future, they're going to try to wipe Florida out, okay, and California, okay. Parts of it, not all of it. And I think the reason why is because the tech companies are moving to Florida, and those techie guys, they can't get rid of those guys, because those guys are building submarines with nobody controlling the submarines, and they're building planes that nobody's even controlling the goddamn planes. So they need those tech guys. So they're not going to flood Florida, okay? If they do that, it's probably going to be way down the road, okay? Yes, Newsom is, I think they got Newsom from the psych ward. He reminds me of, when they say somebody is crazy and he reminds me of insane and very evil. Okay, very evil. And the only reason he's been in office this long, because the homeless population in California is the cost of living. Who wants to live there? And the cost of living, like, people working 2 jobs. I'm not working no 2 jobs because I'm not nobody's goddamn slave. I'm sorry. Okay, that shit is not happening. Okay, I'm not doing it. Okay, you can go work 2 jobs to provide for your family. I mean, some people have to do it. They have no choice. But they're trying to suffocate us, okay, with food prices, gas prices, and housing prices, and ain't nobody doing shit about it, okay? And until that happens, then we can have a conversation, because nobody's doing nothing about it. Food's high. I just went to the store and bought some stuff, and it came out to the amount of money it did, okay? But I gotta eat, right? And I told the guy, damn, I told the guy in the store, I said, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight. I'm gonna get skinny. There's gonna be a lot of skinny people walking around here because they can't feed themselves. Food prices are just ridiculous. Okay, some people can't even buy meat. Okay, because meat's so goddamn expensive, and the fucking meat that they're giving us is I don't even think that shit's meat. Okay, I saw this to my mom, I gotta go back to the butcher and just stop eating meat. Period. Okay, because it's something spiritual with the meat. My body's rejecting it. Okay, so that's spiritual. Okay, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I will talk to you guys later. You guys, yes, use your intuition out here. Don't believe this hokey dokey. This is all psyops, 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 psyops. And don't donate to. I'm not donating. They need to donate to us. All right, you can schedule a reading. You can in my bio, you see my Jennifer Phillips readings, and you send me an email. We can schedule a reading. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it. I will find that photo of my dad. I'm only showing his hands because I'm not showing my dad's face because I'm not doing that. I have to respect my dad. And I'm not doing that, okay? But I will show you his hands, and his hands don't look like Charlie Kirk's hands. And my dad was in the morgue for 7 days. They kept him in the morgue and charged us for 7 days to keep his body in the morgue. Okay? Yes. And now I know what they're doing with the teeth. What happens to the teeth has melanin in it. I got to do a video on that. Okay? Now I know why Epstein had dentist chairs in his home. Okay? All right? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys stay positive. Stay with love. Don't be with chaos and confusion. This is my last video I'm doing on this motherfucker, okay? And her and all these other people. Yes, the kosher meat. They call it kosher meat. Yes. It is healthier. That's why they're eating it. But they're letting everybody else eat these synthetic meat. And if you don't have money to buy kosher meat, or you don't get grass-fed meat, okay, if you do eat meat, it needs to be grass-fed, okay? Because what your body's telling you spiritually, your body will reject things. Remember, people, places, and things that is not meant to be, not meant to ingest, not meant to be around, okay? Your body will reject it, okay? You will have anxiety. You'll feel your stomach will turn and all kinds, because your body's picking up the truth of whatever that is, okay? And your body's saying, I'm not putting that in there. And you're in a place and it's saying, I don't want to be in that place, because your body's telling you it's not, your body is rejecting it, okay? Because your body's trying to tell you it's not where you should be, okay? But you guys, thank you so much. It's Jennifer Felix. You guys stay in love, stay in truth, and that's all we can do, okay? Because baby, we're going to win this one. But telling you. All right, you guys. All right. Bye.